Russian President Vladimir Putin, as well as the Dalai Lama, have just issued 2 warnings to the world. One of those warnings was about the liberal mindset, and the other about mass immigration. Take a look at this article on Infowars.com titled, "Putin says multiculturalism is no longer tenable. The liberal idea has become obsolete." The article states, Russian President Vladimir Putin says that liberalism has outlived its purpose and that multiculturalism is no longer tenable or acceptable. In an interview with Financial Times, Putin explained what had caused the rise of the Trump phenomenon in the U.S., as well as the success of right-wing populist parties throughout Europe. He states, "The ruling elites have broken away from the people," he says, adding that the so-called liberal idea has outlived its purpose, and some Western leaders had acknowledged that multiculturalism is no longer tenable. Liberals cannot simply dictate anything to anyone, just like they have been attempting to do over the recent decades, said the Russian president, branding Angela Merkel's decision to allow over 1 million migrants to enter Germany as part of a refugee wave of cardinal mistake. This liberal idea proposes that nothing needs to be done, that migrants can kill, plunder, and rape with impunity because their rights as migrants have to be protected, said Putin. He added, every crime must have its punishment. The liberal idea has become obsolete. It has come into conflict with the interest of the overwhelming majority of the population. Liberal ideas and mentalities have become obsolete, and the overwhelming majority of both Americans and Europeans agree with that statement. You see, liberalism is being shoved down our throats by every mainstream media news source, by every Hollywood movie, by every TV series, by every radio and music audio that you listen to on the radio. We are literally being brainwashed by not only Hollywood and entertainment industries, but also our colleges, our high schools, and our elementary schools are all training our children that liberalism is the new in. Well, in all honesty, I agree with Putin in that it is an overwhelming factor, and the American people and the European people are starting to say enough is enough. No more globalism being shoved down our throat. No more opening our borders to anyone and everyone who can come into our country, rape, kill, plunder, and murder without any consequences. To open our borders to Ebola and open our borders to measles and tuberculosis and TB and all these diseases. This is what the Democrats have in mind. And Putin has not only issued one warning recently, but multiple warnings. He even warned of catastrophic consequences due to nuclear outbreaks or nuclear war, which I've talked about on my channel before. But there is, unfortunately, a battle between the New World Order and nationalism, those who want a one world government and those who do not. I, for one, want to make America great again. But you know, Putin's not the only one issuing warnings. Take a look at this article on thenewamerican.com. Dalai Lama, migrants must return to native land, or Europe could become Muslim or African. He goes on, the Dalai Lama BBC interview published Thursday, he warns that this, essentially the destruction of Europe, is not a good idea. He said Europe was under obligation to take in those who needed help, writes the Mail, but ultimately they should be returned to their homelands. The 83-year-old said European countries could take these refugees and give them education and training, and the aim is to return to their own land with certain skills, the paper relates. I, yet again, agree. People need to be taught skills and then sent back to their own countries to better their own countries. Isn't that common sense? Isn't that even the biblical narrative, to train people and then send them off and then send them back? I have to agree with that statement. You see, multiculturalism is being used as a weapon against people today. If you don't agree with my values or you don't agree with my political views, well, you're against culturalism. You're a bigot, a racist, and a xenophobic. This is the agenda, not only of the Democratic Party, but of the global ruling elite. Anyhow, Please don't forget to check out my partner at hidewithlisa.com. If you do not have a VPN, I want to beg you to get one. Not because I have it here on my channel. If you don't use this one, use someone. But I back hidewithlisa.com because I know they throw everything away on a 24-hour basis. So no one can go knocking at their door and ask for what you've been searching because it is gone. It is all gone within that 24-hour period. This is why I've partnered with hidewithlisa.com. Right now, they have amazing specials. You can get them all found in the description box below. Anyhow, please don't forget to make sure you have the bell clicked when you subscribe to my channel, because otherwise you're not going to get any recommendations or notifications from my channel. As I've said before, mine has been censored and is no longer being recommended by YouTube, or if it does, it's few and far between. So please make sure you share this with everyone you know. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.